Hello everyone, RoboCharged here, back with another Medieval Dynasty video. And today I'd like to take a look at some of the different ways of using the standing street lanterns to decorate your village. I have a few different builds and variations to go over, so let's dive right in. Okay, so for this first one, making a picnic table with a canopy, I guess I'd call it. And to start out, I just placed down the table, and I had a plank lying across it just to make sure that it was not going to be too wide or anything. And so yeah, then you want to start placing the lanterns. You want to get them as close to the ends of the table as possible, as well as close to each other back to back as possible. Of course, all that matters for once you do the roof later. And so that's one side. Then you just want to repeat that on the other side, and you should have something that looks like this. Well, I think my horse approves. Alright, so for those of you who watched my video on building the woodshed, you probably know where this is going. It's time to set out some barrels to walk on. I'd say about 4 on a side should be enough. And then of course the fun part, trying to get the roof planks to sit just right up there. Or at least hopefully somewhat decently. Yeah, even if it's not perfect, well, at least it adds character to the build. So for this roof, I decided to start on the one end and try and get the first plank placed. The first one's important because all the remaining ones will kind of follow the way it sits, more or less, as you butt them all up together. And I'll try and get one more here on the other side, and then I'll skip ahead a little bit until I'm putting the last one on, and spare you guys all the attempts it took me to get there. But with a little patience and a few quick saves in between to make sure if you mess up you can reload your save. You can do this in about a day. Key is to just really take your time. Alright, so we're down to the final one. The good thing, at least, about working on this project is as it gets later in the day and the sun goes down, you don't have to worry about it being too dark, 'cause you got lots of lantern light to work by. I just want to get this in a little bit tighter here. Oh, I'm happy with that. That does it for the roof. Looks pretty good if I do say so myself. So now I'm just going to get rid of all these barrels, and then I can place the benches, complete the picnic table part. And wow, I just realized I was losing health, I was starving and dehydrated. I get so into these builds sometimes that that's actually pretty common for me. Alright, so I added the benches and completed the picnic table. I'm just going to add a few more decorations, and then in the morning we'll take a look at it in the daylight. And here it is, our finished project. I just added a few minor decorations for the table, and I think it turned out alright. And up next we have a small kind of extended roof coming out from against a building. There are 3 different designs I came up with for what goes underneath this one, so I'll quickly get this roof in place and then show you guys my variations for this build. For the first variation, I put in a log table and a stool and turned it into a little sheltered and lit workbench area. And next we've got yet another firewood shed. I put some sticks in the basket for kindling. And for this third and final version, I built it up against the back of a food resource storage building. That way it's kind of like a little shelter for keeping goods dry and out of the way. Well, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it and find it useful. If so, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and take care.